Hello and welcome back to our English classroom. Today we are going to discuss about Unit 8 and it is about the proficiency in framing instruction. So let's know what is that. Yes, at first we have to know about the understanding about the importance of instruction. We all know that instruction is very much important for taking any classroom, for taking any class of any aged students. First of all, know that instruction plays a very vital role in the classroom because based on the instruction the learners are going through in their learning period. So now you know that objective can be helpful in instructional planning during the teaching learning process and when assessing student progress also. So instructional objectives are often either ignored by both teachers and students or are at best occasionally referred to. We all know that. However, it can be good that instructional objectives should guide the teaching and learning process from the beginning to end. And you know that most lesson plan form includes a place for the objectives of the lesson rather than around with the learning outcomes to be reached is missing the point. There is good evidence in the human learning literature that different kinds of outcomes are learned differently. So, instructional objectives are an extremely valuable teaching tool that can guide both teachers and students through the teaching and learning process. So, here we have to understand what the importance of instruction has been there in the procedure of learning and teaching. So now move to the next slide, guys. Now it is about the framing instructions for different activities that are going to happen in the classroom. We all know that co-curricular activities are very useful in providing language experiences, especially to children. Learners' competencies involve the lesson and learning by teaching activities. Teacher will facilitate the learner in developing their language competencies. We all know that. And reinforce and warm up activities which the students are motivated to learn. So now, here are all the activities based on instruction. Basically, in the classroom environment for the sake of the learning of the learners or we can say students. First of all, it is debating. We all know that. Debating is a part of human nature, right? There are different role of conducting debate. Spoken skill and reading skill is reached by debate. It helps to the language ability and expressions. Now it is about brainstorming, which is very good to learn. Brainstorming is the good activities that progress of language. When conducting a brainstorming as a language learning exercise, the teacher help and prizes them. Because brainstorming is such an activity where the students they are very much learned about the fact they are gaining experiences at the same time and at the same time they learn how to solve the problematic issues related to their learning. So at the same time they also learn about the socialization, about the equation and also the subject fact or the subject matter of their learning. So it is very much helpful for them. Now it is about quiz, which is very much interesting for us. Quiz is the important activities for language skill or ability. When teacher wants to involve the learners in the classroom, quiz is very important role. Quiz is conducted by objective type of questions and its answers construct knowledge and language word. We all know that. So this is all about debating brainstorming, and also at the same time quiz. And these are the framing instructions about all the different activities duration the time period of classroom. Now move to the next slide. Yes, here is another, objective objective based instruction like project, role play, and dramatization. So what is project? Project is a part of educational system and it helps to the students unknown to known. We all are here pretty much present who have done so many projects in our school time or also in college time. Also you have done in your training period, and it builds outside knowledge and confidence in students, as well as it helps to collect the picture outside the classroom. We all know that. And also project grows to experience and develop the language skill. Now it is about role play. Role play, which is very important part of the learning. Role play is an exercise activities which help the students for language and classroom situation. And it is the live activities which teacher will show the student how to role play with proper gestures and actions. And the students are very much feeling motivated by the teacher here. So you can understand from there that role play is a very important thing during the procedure of learning and teaching in the classroom. Now it is about dramatization. Yes, dramatization activity is very joyful and useful developing process which enrich integrated learning with the learner's experiences. And the teacher will encourage here, the teacher will facilitate to the learners for dramatic experience, and it is a dialogue actually and visualizing experiences which ultimately enrich the language skill into the experience of the student's life. So now we can say according to NCF National Curriculum Framework 2005 and Right to Education, that is RTE 2009, activities are very important for learner. Learners try to take good experiences which will construct life language, or we can say better to say school language. So this is all about the framing instructions. Okay, now move to the next slide. Yes, now we are going to know about the framing task on listening. What are that? In the procedure of listening activity, there are obviously some instructional objectives. What are those? First of all, it is pre-listening activities. Then it is while listening, means the duration of listening. And it is post-listening, means the afterwards of listening, the duration of the time after listening. So now let us to know what is about pre-listening activities. The teacher exchanges greetings with the students for engaging them in the class activities, and the teacher will divide the group of all students in the class. So from here you can understand that this is the basic preparation before being very much engaged in the listening activity, in which the teacher is very much active and he or she is now going to make the other students and the learners very much active. Okay, now it is while listening. What is while listening? Means the duration period of listening. The teacher will try to discuss some of the ways of organizing a listening class, and the teacher will use the listening material, and even pre-recorded materials may have provided to them. It means that sometimes it may be that the teacher is not around the classroom, and so that there is a pre-recorded material in the classroom and all the learners are listening to it. This is also will be the period of listening or while listening. Understand? Now it is about post listening. What is post listening? The teacher will ask any group to assess the listening task. Includes identifying the object, identifying the listening material, testing comprehension, and feedback is necessary. And evaluate the listening unit, and the teacher will help to construct to the listening knowledge of the students. So you can understand. So after listening, the teacher will ask the students that what were all the points that the students got to know, and if there is problem, the teachers also will ask from the students to give their feedback, so that to understand that how many portions they can acquire in them or not, which is very much important. That means evaluation. So now move to the next slide. This is all about framing tasks on listening. Yes. Now it is about, after listening, we know that there are 4 type of basic skills like listening, speaking, reading and writing. So after listening, it comes on speaking, right? So it is about now framing task on speaking. Here it also, you can see the 3 steps, that is pre-speaking, while speaking, post-speaking. The same as pre-speaking means the basic preparation before going to speak. While speaking means the specific duration of the speaking, and after the speech, whatever is done, whatever is happening after the speaking, that is called post-speaking. You know that. So in pre-speaking, the listeners speak to the word which they acquire from own environment. And so the teacher's role is very, very important for speaking power of the student, as well as the teacher try to speaking individually or group. You can understand. Now, it is about while speaking. So conversation is the best process for speaking power. Yes, we agree that. And the teacher will emphasize and facilitate the students for conversation and interaction. The speaking skill is developed by story or drama. The teacher will ask the students to read the passage with correct pronunciation, which is very much important for having a very good power in case of pronunciation, intonation and also the speaking ability. Right. Now it is about post-speaking. The teacher will assess the speaking activity. The teacher asks the question for oral activity. The teacher will see if any student do the wrong pronunciation or the correct pronunciation. Okay. So it is also the period of evaluation which is coming into post-speaking period. Okay, so this is all about framing tasks on speaking. Now move to the next slide, and what is there? It is now framing task on reading. We all know that listening is speaking, and after that it is reading. Here also we can see 3 phases are there. It is pre-reading, while reading and post-reading. In pre-reading, at first the teacher will exchange greetings with the students in the very classroom and try to develop the reading skill of the learners. Okay. And while reading, what is that? At first the teacher will ask the subject, and the teacher will scaffold the learners to explore new words, and the students will interact with each other, friends, for subject matter. Okay. Yeah, do you know the meaning of a scaffold? Scaffold, you know that in the very previous class we have discussed about scaffold. A scaffold is the very supporting system. Like, I'm giving an example. You are asking a student to read a story. And we know that we are now teaching at the very elementary level of a student. So they are very little in age, little in experience, little in knowledge. So maybe the student will feel that the student may feel shy, or she or he may feel also halting in case of pronunciation. Maybe that she or he doesn't know the meaning of the English word, can't understand that what was there written. So then and then the teacher will support the students. Okay. The teacher will stand here like the backbone of the student. The teacher will support the student, actually not support, actually assist the student. Okay, the teacher will assist the students, and obviously the teacher will help the student to make out the problems whatever he or she was facing then, right? So that is called scaffolding, means supporting system or to assist the student while they face the problematic issue. Okay, so this is about this will be happened in case of while reading portion. Now it is about post reading. What is post reading? The learners will observe word cards, picture, and then will read, and the teacher will access to the students to read the story or rhyme, and the teacher will also help the learners to correlate their textual materials with another subject matter. Okay, so this is about post reading, which is also very much important, because from here the teacher will get to know that either the students will understand the matter or they have any confusion in the process. Okay, now move to the next slide. Now it is about framing task on writing, the last, the last of all four basic skills, right? Because first of all it is listening, then speaking, then reading, and last of all it is writing. So here we can also see that there are three phases: pre-writing, while writing, and post-writing. What is pre-writing? In case of pre-writing, writing begins as a representation of a speech. So at first the student will practice the alphabet, because without knowing the alphabet, how can the student will pronounce it? How can the student will write anything they wish for, right? So at first they have to practice the alphabet, unless and until he don't have the capacity, he or she doesn't have the capacity to write anything, right? Now it is while writing. The teacher will talk to the students about the need for regular practice to improve the handwriting. It is the basic need, and the student have already got the right style of writing and practice to write first. Now it is about post writing, which is also important. The teacher should not punish, which is very much important to remember in the mind of the teacher. So the teacher should not punish a student for not writing, and always the teacher should praise the students who are able to write well. Okay, so this is all about the framing task on writing. So thank you very much. This is all about your today's lesson. We will meet in the very next class. Till then, happy learning. Thank you very much, and stay safe, stay happy.